Yo, what's up, everybody? Chris here from Fake Sports News, back at it again with another video. Today, I'm going to be bringing you guys a quick recap as to what happened yesterday, Thursday night, and of course, earlier today, Friday, at the time of recording. So, without further ado, I'm just going to get right into it. So, of course, in our first matchup of Thursday, we had the Dallas Empire taking on the Paris Legion, and as I predicted, it was a 3-1 in favor of the Empire. Legion looked pretty good in this matchup, but the Empire, they were just better, as we expect, right? Was a close series. Legion have definitely gotten a lot better. They played the second best team in the world as it stands right now very closely. So very encouraging for them, but also encouraging for Dallas. They handle business as they should, and they won the match, of course. In our last matchup of the day, of course, on Thursday, we had Optic taking on the Minnesota Rocker and Sandy. Guy's the truth. He's the truth. I think he had a 3.2 in search or something. He came out and fried. My pockets were not happy about that. Dude ran my pockets. But I'm happy to see that he had a great showing. You guys know that I love seeing the rookies get their shine, and I was pulling for Sandy. So happy to see he got the win, but definitely not happy that it was at the expense of Optic. So yeah, pain, no 1993, but moving on. The Rocker, let's hope they can continue that momentum and continue to look good. I like the Rocker. You guys know that. I had them as one of my top 5 teams going into of course, the season. And I hope they can keep it up and just continue that momentum going forward. But we'll see. Now, in our matchups today, of course, we started off with the London Royal Ravens taking on the LA Thieves. And personally, you guys know I've been very high on the Ravens. I did say that I thought that the Thieves would win, but after a little bit more thought, watching some scrims, of course, over the last few days, I was not too high on the Thieves. They were really struggling in scrims against even Fellows team who's in challengers. So I wasn't really too sold on Thieves. They looked really good today considering the short turnaround, but it just wasn't enough for a team like London, who's really gotten a second wind, adding Paul X to the roster. They look really good, and I think that'll continue going into their matchup tomorrow, which I'll talk about in a second, of course. Of course, our last matchup of the day, we saw the New York Subliners take on the Los Angeles Guerrillas, and this was a great matchup. Subliners, of course, in the fourth map, I didn't watch it myself. I had something pop up, so I missed it, but cashed, so who cares? Apparently, it was really close. I didn't get to watch it, but I think it was like 250 to 245 or something. Subliners had a crazy hold at the end, and they clutched up big time for the bread. I had a minus 1.5, plus 1.5 for Ravens and Subliners, which thankfully hit. And yeah, it was a great match from what I saw. Subliners played really well on map 1. Map 2 wasn't really close. I don't really understand what the strat was on A when they all pushed out apartments. I didn't get that, but they'll go back to the drawing board. They'll improve, and they'll come back better. Of course, Control came down to the wire, really exciting. And then the hard point, of course, couldn't have been closer. So great series, and I think that was a good showing for both teams, right? The Subliners handled business, but the Gorillas, they did prove that, they got blown out the other day by London last time we saw them, and they said, hey, we're not that bad. And they proved it. So we'll see how things look for them throughout the rest of the weekend. I think their next matchup is against Ultra. Okay, they play the Ultra tomorrow. So, segue. So looking at tomorrow's matches, we have the Subliners taking on the Ravens. Personally, I think the Subliners will handle business. I think they walk away with the win 3-1. I'm going to take the minus 1.5 for Subliners. Hopefully this is not another failed prediction. Yeah, but I'm thinking 1.5 Subliners. I like the way that they've been looking. They've been playing very well, and I think after getting taken to the limits by LAG, they will come out tomorrow very hot, and they'll be looking to make a statement against a team that's really picking up steam. They want to kind of dampen that down a little bit if you're the Subliners, right? London's picking up steam. You could see them at the major possibly, and if you do, you want to know that you have the mental edge over them. So I think they're going to be looking to make a statement tomorrow. And for that reason, I'm taking minus 1.5 New York subliners as well as New York subliners money line, New York subliners map 1, and London map 2. Now, looking ahead to our second matchup of the day, we have Faze taking on the Thieves. And based on what I saw from the Thieves today, I mean, they just need more reps with Venom. You guys know I didn't like the switch of Donnie Temp for Venom. Nothing against Venom. I just thought that the Thieves probably just needed a little bit more time to get comfortable and to work out certain scenarios. I still don't like the change from what I saw today. It didn't have the transformative effect that Paul X added to the London roster, right? So realistically, it wasn't a massive dub. Um, so I'm not too sure about it. But I think tomorrow Faze handle business 3-0. So Faze map 1, Faze map 2, Faze map 3. And then, of course, in our last matchup of the day, we have the Toronto Ultra taking on the Gorillas. This one, I don't really know what to expect as much. But as it stands, I personally favor Toronto Ultra. I know the Cami just moved to a sub. Insight's been playing really, really well. Bance moved to Flex, and CleanX, of course, is playing sub as well. So I think the Ultra walk away with that one. But we'll see tomorrow. I'm not really going to be betting too heavily on the Ultra match. I'll give you guys some live calls, but you don't have to follow them. If you feel froggy, follow them. But personally, I'm just gonna make a tiny, tiny parlay, add Toronto into it, see how it goes, and then call it there. So yeah, guys, that'll just about wrap it up for me. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be bringing you guys another update tomorrow based on what happens, of course, during Saturday's matches. Going into Sunday, I'll give you a little preview as well as a recap. And stay tuned to the channel for the content. Of course, follow us on Twitter for more live calls. We've been hitting a lot. We had a sweep today. And yeah, catch you guys on the next video. Hope you have a great morning, noon, or night, wherever you may be on this beautiful planet. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.